Ready, bro?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Everybody listening, we appreciate you listening right now. This is a special shit right here. Well, at least to us. To me and my boy here. Me talking right now, if you seen everything that we posted up on the podcast, I'm the black nigga right now. This voice right here, I'm the black dude that's talking. The other voice that you go hear the second, this is, what are you, Indian, Guyanese, what are you?
I mean, I could be black too, you know.
Nah, but, alright, I'm your boy P, man. For everybody that was listening to my YouTube channel before, man, I appreciate you tuning in to this as well. This is the first episode of the Insensitive Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is some special shit to me and this dude right here. We're gonna properly introduce ourselves in just a second. Like I said, I'm your boy P. Brandon, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Brandon. Thank you for tuning in so far. We're gonna be bringing you a lot of good content. We're gonna be touching on a lot of subjects, and we hope to get it started. Hope y'all stay tuned.
Right, so my name is actually Pernell, but I go by P. So anybody, if you was tuning into my YouTube channel, you would know I go by P. I probably call Brandon B. Brandon. I don't want to say bitch, but we play around like that. But I'll call him B. I'll call you B. He'll call me. He always calls me P anyway. So
I'll call you bitch then.
No, don't do that. So. Like I said, this is some special shit, man. We've been plotting on this for some months now. We've been plotting on putting this podcast together. So we're going to give you guys a whole rundown of the podcast, what we're going to talk about. We got some topics that we actually going to talk about today. So basically, this podcast, the name we gave it, the Insensitive Podcast. Who came up with it? I came up with it.
You came up with it.
All right, I came up with the name because I'm that nigga. So, but no, I came up with the name. It took a little while for us to come up with a good name for this podcast. Yeah. For people that don't know, the podcast industry is about to take off very, very soon. It is. Brandon's like, no, don't say that. Brandon don't want people to know. But no, the podcast industry is about to take off like very soon. It's about to like jump off. Yeah. So
why not hop in a boat while we can?
Yeah, why, exactly.
I don't know who could deliver better content we can.
And we
gonna see. We don't even have to really tell you. Stay tuned. You'll see.
We consider ourselves some funny dudes. So we gonna deliver some funny content to you. This guy, nah, I am too. But this guy, and you can't be slamming shit like that too, nigga. It's all good though. All right, so this first episode, we're just working out the kinks right now. It's not gonna be perfect, of course. This is the first episode of the podcast. So this first episode, we calling this one Pilot Talk. For those who don't know, for those who don't listen to Currency, the hot spitter from New Orleans, Currency is a rapper that I'm a big fan of. Brandon's a big fan. We went to a Currency show, didn't we?
Yeah, we went a couple years ago.
Right, so Pilot Talk is the name of probably Currency's best album. He got Pilot Talk 1 and 2. But the reason we calling this episode Pilot Talk, I was on Netflix, I think, a couple weeks ago. Not even that long ago. I was on either Netflix or Hulu. A lot of episodes like Rick and Morty, what else was it? Rick and Morty, The Cleveland Show. There's a whole bunch of episodes. A lot of the first episodes are called Pilot.
So they can kind of gauge where people are as far as their interest is. Right,
and so I was sitting there wondering to myself, I'm like, why are all the first episodes of all these? It's not even just those shows. There's a whole bunch of shows. I'm sitting here wondering to myself, why are all these episodes the first episode called Pilot? So I looked it up. And this is from Google. The pilot episode is made on its own as a test for whether a show might work. Then the executives at the network decide if they're going to pick up the show. Often the pilot serves as the first episode, but not always. So this is the podcast. Of course, we're going to be talking on the podcast. So actually, my girl, the one that thought of this, so she said that y'all should name the first episode Pilot Talk, because that shit goes hand in hand. First episode, pilot episode, we talking. Some real niggas talking about some real shit. So we call this first episode Pilot Talk.
This podcast gonna be unfiltered for everybody that get their feelings hurt easily.
Exactly.
Not even tune in. We gonna keep it real with you. We're not gonna be as unbiased as we can be. We are two dudes at the end of the day, but we'll go more into detail about that aspect of it when we're talking on the show a little bit later on. But we'll try to be as unbiased as we can. But as far as it goes, if y'all stay tuned, we have a lot of content that we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna bring you a lot of good stuff.
Exactly. So we gonna bring some real opinions on everything we talking about. We ain't sugarcoating shit. Everything is coming up raw, straight up out the mouth. We not sugarcoating anything that comes out. But again, this first episode, this is Pilot Talk. That's for my nigga Currency, and out of my nigga Currency, that's my guy. We're gonna try to give you guys an episode once a week. We've first originally we thought every 2 weeks, but we don't want to miss too much going on in the 2 week gap. So we're gonna try to get an episode every 2 weeks. Every week we're gonna put out an episode. We're gonna have some guests from time to time on the podcast. It ain't just gonna be me and Brandon. Every episode we're gonna have some females on here. We'll have some of our closest niggas on here to talk some sports, talk about relationships, all type of stuff. That's what we're gonna talk about. Every podcast we're gonna have the podcast broken up into segments. So we'll have we have an entertainment segment, we'll have a music segment, we'll have a sports segment, we'll have a what's trending segment, and our last segment is going to be our Q&A segment. So we have an email set up for those who haven't seen already. We put it up on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll give you the Instagram and Twitter names in a minute. So we put it up on Instagram and Twitter, the email for you guys to send any type of questions, and we mean anything. Don't send us no dumb shit, because we just going to read it. Of course, we're not going to answer the question. So send us some real questions. It could be about anything, relationship.
And we tried our best to give you an unbiased, question. It's gonna be a real answer, because we ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Like I said, we're not gonna sugarcoat it. We'll give you a real kind of side of what we think of the answer to that question is. We'll keep it real with you, just like you would consider. We don't know you, we don't know any of you people or anything like that. Listen to you, so we can keep it straight with you. I don't gotta sugarcoat nothing with you. That's how it's gonna be. But you'll get a real unbiased answer to these questions, and something that could be plaguing your mind that you really want answered, or you just generally just want to know. Just send it over to the email. Anything at all. Nothing stupid, so don't do that. And just send it over to the email. We'll take a look at it and talk about it.
Yeah, so the email is going to be, I'm going to spell it out, because of course the way we spelled Insensitive Podcast is not the actual way you spell insensitive. So the email is askinsensitivepod@gmail.com. 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 No I in the insensitive, just the N. So send any type of question. Like we said, we're gonna give you we'll give you unbiased opinions. We're gonna answer at the end of this episode today. We're gonna answer 2 questions that we actually got before we started, because like I said, we sent the email out. It was like a week and a half ago. We sent the email out, so we got a couple questions we're gonna answer at the end. So we'll give you so just listen to the end of this episode. You'll hear a couple examples of some questions, and there's some good questions too. I read half of one, and I didn't read the second one, but Brandon read. I think he read both. He read both of them.
Both, and then I think we had another 2 that we didn't get a chance to. But we can't do too many at one time. But whatever questions we get, we'll select from a few that we have, and pick whatever we can try to answer in the time that we have allotted.
Right, there you go. So I gave you the segment. So like I said, the podcast we're gonna discuss relationships, music, entertainment, sports, all type of shit we're gonna be talking about. Me and Brandon, we just gonna be talking. Me and Brandon, I've known Brandon, how long have I known you, bro? Since 07?
Since 07, yeah.
Know this man 07, we in 2019. I know this man 12 years. I met Brandon in high school. We both went to Southwind High School in whack ass Snellville, Georgia, but we both went to Southwind High School. We met Mr. Cundy's class, right?
Yeah, we had chemistry together.
That's my guy right here.
Yeah, we had chemistry together. I met this dude in chemistry, man, because I needed a pencil, and this bitch ass nigga had one. So
So yeah, this is my guy right here. We done been through thick and thin, bro. Like on some real shit. We done been through everything as friends.
We done lived together. We done been through friends together. We done did everything, man. Been placed together. We did a lot of stuff together.
Yeah, we did a lot of shit. This is my bro right here. We just to give you an example. What month are we in? June. About 2 months ago, I had to put my dog down for 14 years. That was my baby. This nigga was there with me and my girl, my mama. This nigga was there with me. That's because this is my guy right here. This nigga was there with me today. I had to put my dog down. It was a sad fucking day, but that's just an example of how this is my guy right here. We done been through thick and thin. So there's no greater person, a better person I would figure to do a podcast with than this guy right here. So we gonna, like you said, both of us said, we gonna give unbiased opinions on everything. Yep. We gonna do this shit, and we're looking to take this podcast to the next level. We trying to be the outlet of the South.
Nah, I think you misspoke. We not trying. We are going to be. We'll keep it raw. We'll keep it real with you, man. That's that. Give us a listen. Give us a chance. I'm telling you, I'm 100% that you won't go wrong. We'll keep it real with you.
All right, so today is going to be audio only. We're planning on doing video episodes. That's going to be coming really soon. I'm not sure, maybe the first 2, 3, maybe even 4 episodes might just be audio only. So stay tuned. We're gonna have video of the podcast coming soon. We'll have audio and video. This episode right here is going to be put on SoundCloud and YouTube. Going forward, we'll have another outlet. We'll let you guys know what other outlet the audio is going to be on. And follow us on Instagram. The official podcast Instagram is at The Insensitive Podcast, spelled without the I, like I said, on IG. That's at The Insensitive Podcast. Twitter is just Insensitive Pod. Again, no I, just Insensitive Pod on Twitter. So follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both at Pernell1992. Nigga, I don't know your fucking Instagram name.
I don't know it either. Don't blame you guys, because I just made one not too long ago. I'm trying to keep up with the program.
Yeah, Brandon ain't the social media guy. He's never been a social media guy. But
y'all can follow me at Rodwell_BD. RODWELL_BD.
And that's on IG. I think your Twitter name is different.
Yeah, I gotta see what it is. Anyways, it'll be in the description. Y'all be alright.
Yeah.
Y'all could read.
Alright, so we're going to get into the first topic of the day. Like I said, we're going to have some topics. We're going to have the Q&A last. We're going to answer you guys' questions. We appreciate you guys sending those questions. And again, keep sending in those questions. We'll answer as many questions as we can if y'all keep sending them. First segment today, my nigga, entertainment. First segment is going to be entertainment. So I don't know if any of you guys seen, but the other day, this nigga Diddy. Is that what he goes by still? Diddy?
Sean Combs.
Diddy, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call this nigga. What's today?
It's 25th.
Today is June 25th. So on June 14th, if you don't know, Diddy, he was with Cassie, lovely young lady. He was with Cassie for, how long he was with Cassie, bro? I screenshot here because I had to look this up just to get all the details. He was with Cassie from 2007 to 2018. They was in a long-term relationship. Diddy was with Cassie for a long fucking time. So 2007 to 2018, I met you in 07. Yeah. So they were together as long as me and you known each other till last year. Yeah. So Diddy posted a picture of Cassie and her new man. She got with her new man. And
that's together.
Yes.
That's together, guys.
She got in a relationship after Diddy with, it says he's a bull rider, fitness trainer. His name is Alex Fine. She got with him in late 2018.
He's a what? Bull rider?
Yeah, it says a bull rider and a fitness trainer. Alex Fine. Late 2018, they got together. So Cassie jumped into a relationship after Diddy. It looks like not that long after, because she dated Diddy up until 2018. It says she dated Alex Fine. Started dating Alex Fine in late 2018. So, making long story short, Cassie's having a baby with this dude. They announced it in this month. They just announced it that they're having a baby. They're expecting a baby girl. So Diddy went to Instagram and he put up a picture of Cassie and Alex Fine, and he said, quote, "Congratulations, Cassie and Alex. I wish you all nothing but love and happiness. God bless. Heart, heart, heart. LOVE." So the reason we gonna talk about this is because me and Brandon was talking about it off air, and I had a conversation with my cousin too. I had a conversation with Poop, bro, a couple weeks ago. So I had a conversation with my cousin too. Like, as a man, just me, I'm just gonna speak for me. I'm not doing that. I'm not posting a picture, especially, bro. Do you see how they weren't even together? They ain't been together that long. She already pregnant. She ain't been together with him that long. What you gotta say? You would do that?
I see that as he did, post a picture and congratulate her and whatnot. And the thing is, you never know what his intentions is behind that. Otherwise, that would it look like on the surface.
So do you think Diddy is mad?
I think he is mad, to be honest. But there's a difference in kind of showing that. And in that caption, it don't really show it. It don't really show that he's mad. It just look like he's legitimately, congratulating her.
That's what he wants people to think. That's what I think.
I understand that, but from what it looks like is that he doesn't have anything toward him right now. But I do think that he ain't over that. That's as long as you've been together with that girl. Nah, bro, you don't get over what 11 years?
11 years.
You don't get over 11 years, and you having a baby by this dude.
Exactly.
You're not getting over that girl like that.
So why even post it? As me, I'm not saying nothing. Yeah. I just wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't post that. I mean, congrats to him.
Unless of course we don't know him personally. Unless we have a different opinion, and maybe he really is happy for her. You never know.
I don't think so. Look, this is what Poop said. Poop said my cousin named Poop. Shout out my nigga Poop if you listen to this. He said it's like a defense mechanism. that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's doing that to act tough, act like he don't care, but it's almost like a defense mechanism. I agree.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Because of course when Cassie,
I'm not saying that he not hurt anybody or anything like that, but we can't really twist something on like that. Twist anything like what he's doing, because it doesn't look like. There's not really anything negative per se in the post, like, well, fuck you, like.
Oh, I would do.
And there's anything like that. He's just congratulating him. But it is kind of weird still on his Instagram. At least he could have just posted a comment, so he is doing a bit extra, just having it on his profile.
And this is still on his Instagram, by the way. This is still on his Instagram. About 500,000, no, about almost 600,000 likes. He got like 30,000 comments. Yeah. 2 Chainz commented. 2 Chainz said, "You hard. That's what I see. Everything is love. You're a good man, brother love." People pretty much bigging up Diddy for doing this.
For doing that, with mad respect, because I guess the situation is a lot of people wouldn't be that kind of perceive them in that situation. They'll do the same thing what you were doing, like it's whatever. But
I'm putting myself in Diddy's shoes. If that was me, I'm not gonna lie, I would be mad. I'm not posting anything on Instagram. Congratulations to you. That's a blessing.
But would you really truly be happy for her? For her. I understand she left.
I don't know. I don't know. I just got a relationship with you. I don't know if I'll be happy for you or not. I might be bitter. I don't know. I really might be bitter. That's just me.
To be honest, if he's bitter about it, he shouldn't even post anything at all. If he's like that, then I think it would be only right if he posted that out of truly really wanting the best for her. But if he posted it out of being bitter, which we would never really know. We don't know. Exactly. We don't know, did he? If he posted it out of being bitter, then yeah, of course it's wrong.
Yeah, I guess. Well, shout out to Diddy. That was a bold thing you did. I couldn't say I would do the same, but shout out to Diddy, because a lot of I guess it takes a different type of nigga to do some shit like that. I guess. I'm just saying. I'm not doing it.
I don't think I do it either.
All right, so moving on. We got something else for entertainment. Okay, so this is what I want to tell you, Brandon. So I was telling Brandon about this off air. I didn't tell him exactly what we was going to talk about, because we did a whole little pre-production about everything we were going to talk about for today's episode. So, bro. So this has to do with entertainment. So, I'm in my crib the other day. We actually in my crib recording right now. So I'm in my crib the other day. I was taking a nap. And my girl, it's just like, how's that funny? So I'm taking a nap and I woke up and I go to the living room and my girl, she's watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. This is the first time Brad has heard this story. Just to let you guys know, it's the first time he heard this story. So I'm watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So it's the episode, and I saw previews of it before it came on. It's the episode where Tristan Thompson.
Oh, you be keeping up with the Kardashians?
No, like on Instagram, I saw that it was going to come out. It's the episode where Tristan Thompson got caught up cheating with Khloe Kardashian with what's the girl name? Jordan Woods.
Jordan Woods.
So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I want to see what's going on. So to make a long story short, for those of you who've seen the episode, of course you already know. So, bro, guess who was the person that called them to let them know about the news that was about to break that Tristan Thompson cheating? Guess who called them, Brandon?
To let them.
Somebody called Kim Kardashian while she was about to do her little interview for the show. While she's doing the interview, she got a phone call to let her know. Somebody was gonna let her know that the news is about to break. But guess who it was?
It can't be her sisters.
That's not one of her sisters. You're not gonna guess who it is.
Lamar Odom?
Nigga said Lamar Odom.
I don't know this shit.
Scottie Pippen's wife.
What?
Scottie Pippen's wife.
Of all people?
Scottie Pippen's wife, nigga.
You talking about the
same
one?
Larsa Pippen called Kim Kardashian on the set while she's doing her interview for the show to let her know.
We talking about Future's girl, Scottie Pippen. That's what we talking about.
Yes.
Oh man.
Larsa Pippen called Kim Kardashian to let her know that the news from a media outlet was going to come out that Tristan Thompson was seen with Jordan Sparks with that whatever the little party. I don't remember the whole situation. The little party that Jordan Woods was all on Tristan Thompson's lap and all that shit. Larsa Pippen, damn. The same bitch that cheated on her husband with Future.
How did she know?
I don't know how she knew. She probably got fucking people in Hollywood and stuff. I don't fucking know. They got connects and shit like that. But I walk back to the room. I walk right back to the room, bro. I said, I don't want to see this shit.
Crazy of all people.
It's Larsa pimping, bro. Fucking computer acting stupid. Larsa pimping, dog. Of all people, right? And Scottie Pippen's still with her.
Oh, that's a whole nother thing right there.
For those who don't know, Larsa Pippen is
Scottie Pippen's wife.
NBA Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen that won 6 rings with Michael Jordan. That's his wife. She got caught up, I don't know how long ago. It might have been like 2016. She got caught up with rapper Future. My nigga Future. That's our nigga. Future, that's my nigga. Yeah. She got caught cheating with him.
That dude made a song and everything about it.
He made a song talking about Scottie Pippen, fucking slam dunk your bitch Hall of Fame, all that shit. And she's the one calling the Kardashians to let them know about the news that Tristan Thompson's about to come out. Are you fucking serious? And then the whole episode just seemed fabricated, bro.
Because that's how I think that social media. That's how I think that social media is kind of is. They're just everything is fabricated. It's not really. It's not really. It's not really, real.
But dog, that don't make no sense to me, dog, at all whatsoever. That don't make no sense at all. Of all fucking people to be calling this nigga, to be calling the Kardashians.
I don't get it either, man.
But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, the episode, it seemed fabricated. Khloe Kardashian wasn't even crying.
Cause they do that kind of stuff to create drama, so that they can get views, man.
To be real with you, I know they gotta make money. I know they got a job to do for that fucking show. But to be real with you, if you're actually hurting, if you're hurt, if Khloe was hurt that Tristan Thompson cheated on her, if she's in pain, you're not gonna put that on TV.
She wouldn't do that. Yeah.
You would skip over that. I know they gotta make money. I know people are gonna want to see, but that's
what people want to see, though. That's what people want to see. That's what generate. I understand that, but that's what generate money. That don't mean
you're right.
That doesn't mean anything, bro.
That is what generates money, but to me, that's just not real. That's not real to me. If my wife cheated on me in a public setting and all that shit, I'm just saying, if I got cheated on by my wife, I'm not putting that shit up.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that shit on TV. How that make sense? I don't care if I'm making money or not. That's just the type of person I am. I know the Kardashians got a job to do. And the whole time, their mama is talking to Khloe and shit. She looked like she just looking at her in the face. She looking at her like this, B. She just looking at her. The face she making. She like, we finna make some money off this shit, bitch. Keep talking. That's all she said.
What happens is, that's what I feel like. I feel like anything that happens as far as celebrity-wise, anything that can create any type of drama, what a celebrity would do, they'll try to capitalize on it and try to turn it into some sort of income and try to kind of gain some momentum and become what's trending right now. Because that way, that'll translate to views. Views will translate into income, bookings. It doesn't matter. It generates something positive for them. Well, positive that they can get out of it. So, especially for the Kardashians, man. That's all they do. That's all you see when you go on websites and stuff like that is them, being on that kind of websites and everything. People talking about them constantly.
Right.
So, that's what I feel like about that. But
and then Tristan was telling her that he was gonna kill himself and shit. This nigga was texting her, I'm gonna kill myself. Every nigga done said that when they done fucked up.
Well, nigga didn't shit. Why you do that shit for? Do all that.
Yeah, he locked himself in the room, and his friend called Khloe and was like, "Yeah, I'm knocking on the door. He not answering. I don't know if he's okay. I think this is not funny, but this is what happened. But this is what happened. His friend called him, and she was like, "Is he okay?" And his friend was like, "I don't know. I don't know if he's okay." But it's just a whole bunch of drama, man. I just thought that was funny that Larsa Pippen of all people called the Kardashians, but.
And Scottie took her back. For y'all y'all can look up the story Scottie took her back.
He took her back after
Future was, so to speak, done.
Yeah, Future was banging that down. That's what he's doing. But anyways, moving on. That was our entertainment section, so we're gonna move on to music now. So what we're gonna do for music segment is, anytime. I would say I'm a hip hop fan. Brandon's a hip hop fan. Brandon, you fuck with reggae. You fuck with all type of shit.
Yeah,
I really listen to just straight hip hop. I listen to R&B from time to time. I'm not the biggest R&B fan, but so when certain artists drop, we'll cover their albums. Certain big artists, so you say like what Drake, Kendrick, Cole.
Yeah.
Who else? Ross. Big artists. Whoever maybe we gonna talk about music. We gonna give our opinions on certain albums. Like I said, this isn't just a one segment podcast. We gonna talk about a lot of different things. But our music segment, we're gonna talk about a lot of big artist albums. We're gonna talk about what's going on in the music industry, of course. So be on the lookout for that. Today we're gonna talk about a couple albums that's coming out. The other day, wasn't even probably a week ago, Rick Ross put on his Instagram that he's been teasing for a while, Port of Miami 2. Of course, if you don't know, Port of Miami was Rick Ross' first album. Yeah. So he's coming out with Port of Miami.
A while ago.
Yeah, that shit came out in like 07, I think. Yeah, maybe 06, Port of Miami came out, I'm not sure. But Port of Miami 2 is coming out.
06. It came out 06.
Came out 06. So he didn't put a release date out. He put out a picture saying that the Streets was back 12 a.m. I thought the album was finna come out, but it was just a song. And the song is called Act the Fool, is with Wale. It's alright, it wasn't all that to me. I want to hear Rick Ross project from start to finish, but I'm excited for Rick Ross. I support all artists from Florida because I was born in Florida. So I support all Florida artists. So Rick Ross coming out with the album. Stay tuned for that. We don't, like I said, there's no release date. Freddie Gibbs coming out with an album this weekend, Friday. I think it's called Bandana. Freddie Gibbs is underrated, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if you listen to Freddie Gibbs like that, but yeah, Freddie Gibbs is fucking underrated. I'm pretty sure. I think it is called. It's called Bandana. Coming out June 28th. Who else dropping music? Drake said he's dropping music. Drake always dropping music.
Drop those tracks out.
Yeah, Drake said he's in album mode, so Drake gonna be coming out with new music again. I have my theory about why Drake releases music constantly, but we'll talk about that in another episode. My niggas at Dreamville, J. Cole, they finna come out with Revenge of the Dreamers 3. No release date on that. I think it's gonna come out July 4th though, because I think Cole is set to perform on that night. And usually the night he performs, his new music is going to come out from his camp. So I think next Thursday night, Revenge of the Dreamers 3 is going to come out. And a funny story about that, about the whole Revenge of the Dreamers 3, for those who don't know, I fuck with J. Cole heavy. That's my nigga. Brandon knows. I put him on that nigga. I put a lot. This nigga's a hate ass dude. This nigga is a hate.
I'd be giving him shit about J. Cole. I like J. Cole. He's a big J. Cole fan. That's why I give him so much shit. So it's not that anything wrong with him. I just be, messing with him. Yeah, so Revenge of the Dreamers 3 coming out. Funny story, if for those that don't know, they were actually here in January recording this album, Revenge of the Dreamers 3. They fucking had everybody in the fucking studio. Rick Ross, T.I., Tay Keith, fucking, who else over there? Fucking Bosh was over there, fucking basketball player, Chris Bosh. That's the studio when J.I.D. and everything was there.
Yeah, of course. If you don't know, Dreamville, J.I.D., J. Cole, Kaz, Bosh, fucking Lute, fucking Ari Lennox. Them niggas coming, bro. That album gonna be hard too, nigga. That shit's gonna be hard as fuck. You gonna listen to it, or you gonna be a hater?
Probably be.
That's nigga plead the fifth.
Be a hater. It's trash.
But no, funny story about that. So it was announced that they was coming to Atlanta to do the studio sessions. So I just know of one studio that they could have been in. Future and Drake, when they put out "What a Time to Be Alive," is at the studio called. I think it's I want to say it's in Norcross, but it's called Tree Sound Studios. So when it was announced that they were coming down there, no, it's on Peachtree Industrial. It's in Berkeley Lake. So when it's announced that they were coming there, I was like, oh shit, I know where the fuck these niggas finna be at. I'm finna take my ass over there. So what happened? Me and you had pulled up there one night though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was one night me and Brandon had pulled up there, and fucking Tay Keith was out. Tay Keith was literally standing outside smoking, just chilling. Me and Brandon was just out there chilling, but I was in my mind, I'm trying to figure out a way, because I've been trying to meet this nigga Cole for the longest time.
Yeah,
so in my mind, I'm trying to figure out a way to get my ass in there. But
and then I've got to worry about a way to try to get him out of jail when they arrest us.
So in my mind, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck they gonna let me in there, but I know they're not gonna let me in there. So I went out there by myself one night, and so I'm walking up. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna say. So I walked up to the dude. They got a security dude outside. It was fucking million cars out there. So I'm walking up to the security dude, and I'm like, yo, my man. And this nigga's like, yo, what up, man? And I'm like, yo, bro, I know Cole, I know them niggas in there, bro. If I could just get a picture, dog, anything, my nigga, like, I know you ain't just gonna let me go up. And he's like, nah, bro, they ain't gonna happen like that, bro. It's not gonna work that way, my nigga. And I'm like, bro, I know he fuck with his fans, but nigga, can I just at least just get a little taste, anything, bro? He was like, nah, bro, it's not gonna happen like that, bro. He was like, you know what he said? He said, you gotta leave, bro. You gotta go right now. You just gotta dip. So I'm like, fuck, alright, bro. And I was like, bro, I ain't gonna tell nobody these niggas here, no shit like that. I'm not that type of nigga. I'm not gonna blast off these niggas here. So I did. So one of our other boys, this nigga named Ryan, I told him what happened. He was like, bro, we gotta try to go back up there, bro. And I'm like, bro, they're not gonna let us go in there, bro. It's just not gonna happen. He's like, bro, we gotta just try, bro. So making a long story short, me and this nigga, we go back. I think it might have been a couple days later. So we go back there. It's a different dude at the door this time. So I was like, bro, I went to the door the other day, bro. So you gotta try to go in there. You gotta say something this time. So Ryan get out the car. Did I tell you this?
No, you told me about
All right, so Ryan gets out the car. So he talking to the dude, and I get out the car shortly after he talking or whatever, and he was like, man, he ain't even here right now, bro. Cole ain't here. So in my mind, I'm like, this nigga lying, bro. So he was like, bro, he ain't. Ryan's like, bro, he not there, bro. He's like, nah, I'm not. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He ain't even here, bro. He fuck with his fans too. He let y'all come in, but he ain't even here right now.
Yeah.
So he like, damn, bro.
Wait, it's the same security guard?
No, it's a different dude. It's a different dude. It was a big, swole dude, but he was like, nah, he ain't even here right now. So
he probably the other good dude probably don't like light skinned dude. He probably why he didn't let you in.
This nigga. So there's a bunch of people going in and out the door or whatever. It's not even a. If you look at the building, it don't even look like a studio.
Yeah, it really looks don't. It look like a regular building. It looks like an office building.
Exactly. So
yeah.
So me and Ryan get back in the car. So we finna dip
right about that.
So as we pulling off, there's a tall ass nigga getting out of a car in front of us. So I'm like, bruh, is that Chris Bosh? And this nigga Ryan's like, bruh, that's not Chris Bosh, bruh. I'm like, bruh, this nigga look just like Chris Bosh, bro. I swear to God, this is a true story. I'm like, bro, I swear that look like Chris Bosh. This nigga talking about, bro, Chris Bosh like 6'10", and nigga's not 6'10". I'm like, bro, do you see this nigga, bro? This nigga's tall as fuck.
Yeah.
Bro, it's not Chris Bosh, bro. So Ryan pull off.
So he was driving.
Yeah, he was driving. So I get to the crib and go on Instagram. I see a picture of Chris Bosh in the studio with J. Cole. Wow. In the same place we just... He got the same jacket on the nigga that we just seen. So that was Bosh. And I'm a Miami Heat fan. I've been a Miami Heat fan for years. Since before LeBron was on the Heat, I've been a Miami Heat fan. Brandon know this. So that would have been a moment, too, just to at least meet Chris Bosh. But Ryan...
They finna take it this year, right?
Yeah. No.
Fuck I know you're not.
This nigga's a hater. This nigga's a hater. But shout out Miami Heat. But yeah, that would have been a moment, too, just to meet Chris Bosh, because I'm a Heat fan. And ain't no telling Bosh why they let us in there. If I would have, ain't no fucking telling. But make a long story short, we didn't get in. Revenge of the Dreamers 3, them niggas recorded that shit. They was there for like a week. We didn't get in. I tried. I had to try. That's my nigga, but it didn't happen. So that album's coming soon. Like I said, it's probably coming July 4th. I just wanted to share that story. That was a funny story, but we ain't meet no fucking body. It's all good, but I know I'll meet that nigga one day. Hopefully, maybe this shit might take us there. Fucking podcast. Never know.
Hey, shit, we speaking into existence.
Exactly.
You heard of J. Cole? First episode, Pilot Talk. We gonna meet you.
That's fucking funny. So, all right, we're going to move on from music. That's really all we got for music for today. So, we're going to move on to sports. For those that don't know, I think I said it earlier. Did I say it earlier? Yeah, I had a YouTube channel. So, I had a YouTube channel. It was called Ball with P. It's still, my videos are still up there. I was posting, I covered NFL and NBA topics around the league. I started, I think I want to say it was 2017. I was putting out videos. I had this videos, actually just me videos, this audio videos. So for those that fuck with my YouTube channel that are listening now, like I said, I really appreciate it. So I'm converting over to the podcast now. So I'm going to, of course, like I said, we're going to break everything down into segments. So I'm not going to just talk all sports every episode, but I will have a sports segment. Of course, this is the time of year when the NFL, NBA, summertime is the worst fucking time of year for me because there's no NFL till August, September. There's no NBA till October. So this is the dry season right now for both of those sports. And I'm not really a baseball fan like that. So I don't really.
Yeah, you just gonna be hearing about P with sports because I don't really keep up with sports like that. Sometimes I know what's going on.
Shit. Yeah, you be knowing shit.
Sometimes boxing I could probably keep up with, and that's pretty much about it. But
yeah, Brandon chime in every time because he know what the fuck be going on. He don't know everything about everything, but he know what the fuck be going on. So. Of course, on July 1st, I believe NBA free agency is going to start. So I'll get some NBA news real quick. First, shout out to the Toronto Raptors. Congratulations on the NBA championship.
Boy, Kawhi got one.
Yeah, fucking.
Another one.
Yeah, but we all know what would happen if not Kawhi, but if KD wasn't hurt and Klay Thompson didn't get hurt, and we know what the fuck would happen. But congratulations nonetheless. Free agency is going to start July 1st, so we got a whole bunch of big free agency names coming out this year. Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Jimmy Butler, Kemba Walker, Kevin Durant, D'Angelo Russell, Kristaps is a free agent? The fuck? Chris Middleton, Malcolm Brogdon, and Tobias Harris. I'm going to just say where I think everybody's going to go, or not all the people I just named. I think Kawhi is going to stay in Toronto.
Me too.
No, matter of fact.
I think he's going to stay in Toronto. Why wouldn't he? He gave him a championship and they showing him love.
But he's from LA.
That's cool and all, but he has a good. He probably got to start from what, ground zero with the Clippers.
Yeah, because some niggas don't really have much. But they might get a couple more free agents that come over there.
That's
another
not
free agent.
though.
It's not, but and I heard somebody saying on ESPN today that LA, that's the Lakers town. And if you go to Staples Center where the Lakers play, and the Lakers and the Clippers, they play in the same arena.
Well, yeah, but it's separated, right?
No, they play the same arena. They just changed the court. They just changed the court for them, and they have the schedule wrapped around each other's games. And the rafters is all Lakers jerseys and the retired jerseys. And ain't no Clippers jerseys up there. LA is Lakers town. So I think it was Jalen Rose saying this. So Jalen Rose was saying that he thinks that. Of course, he don't think Kawhi should sign with the Clippers. He think Kawhi should stay with the Toronto Raptors. I think Kawhi will stay, but he's so fucking unpredictable. It's hard to say. That nigga, he's so unpredictable. It's hard to say. Yeah. And it's like, okay, I brought y'all a championship. I brought y'all first NBA championship ever. Let me go do what I want to do now.
And they're not. I don't think they're gonna really be mad at that. They probably, maybe for a second they be mad, but I don't think it's gonna be like how the Cavs was mad when LeBron left.
Yeah, that first time, right? Kyrie, I want Kyrie to go to the Lakers. The Lakers just got Anthony Davis with LeBron, of course. I'm pretty sure everybody heard about that. I think they saying that Kyrie's gonna go to the Nets. I hope he don't go to the Nets because they ain't got shit over there. But it looks like Kyrie's gonna go to the Nets from what everything is pointing to. Jimmy Butler, I hope he comes to Miami. I don't think he's gonna come to Miami though. Jimmy Butler, I don't know where Jimmy Butler.
What he got down in Miami?
Fuck you. But, Kemba Walker, shit. If the Lakers don't get Kyrie, they can get Kemba Walker. He says he wanted to stay with the Hornets. We'll see if that happens. Kevin Durant, I think Kevin Durant's gonna stay with Golden State since he got hurt. I don't think he's going nowhere. I think Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson's a free agent too. I didn't even name him. He's not on this list right here. I think Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant, since they both got hurt, I think they're gonna stay. Rockets planning. I'm looking at TV right now. It says Rockets.
But then again, why would it be a long-term contract? And even if they took a contract, it wouldn't be at max. They can't give them all max.
Who?
For Steph, Klay, and if they can, they can't.
They can't.
So
but they might. They could take a pay cut.
But either way, they can't. They're not gonna play until playoffs next season?
Because Klay he's out until I think March, April.
Because he's Achilles?
ACL, yeah. No, Klay towards ACL. Kevin Durant towards Achilles. Kevin Durant not coming back the whole next season. I'm looking at TV right now. Speaking of double, it says Rockets planning to recruit Jimmy Butler. That'll be a good sign for the Rockets, actually. Damn. 76ers expected to make significant 4 or 5 year offer. So if the 76ers offer this nigga 4 or 5 years for fucking, say, over $150 million, that nigga might stay in fucking Philly. But Kevin Durant, like I said, I think he gonna stay. D'Angelo Russell, he could go to the Lakers. Ain't no telling. They said if D'Angelo Russell leaves, if Kyrie goes to the Nets, they're saying D'Angelo Russell is definitely not coming back. So we'll see what happens. Free agency happens is coming July 1st. We'll see what happens, and I'll definitely whatever episode. I think it'll be next week. We'll have an episode next week. I think when's July 1st?
Next week.
Yeah, July 1st is on Monday. So next episode, we'll see what happens, and I'll give you guys some of the
sometime
news.
Next week.
Yeah, the NBA awards were last night. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I caught the winners. Let me name some of the winners. Those who didn't see. Giannis Antetokounmpo won the MVP award. I thought they were gonna give it to James Harden, honestly, because I feel like James Harden had the better season, but they gave it to Giannis. Rudy Gobert got Defensive Player of the Year. Mike Budenholzer of the Bucks won Coach of the Year. Lou Williams from my high school soccer net of the LA Clippers, he got Sixth Man of the Year. That's the third time he's won Sixth Man of the Year, bro.
What's Sixth Man of the Year?
It's pretty much the best bench player of the year.
Off the bench.
Yeah, best player off the bench. He's won that shit 3 times now, and that's tied for the most in NBA history.
Mm-hmm.
So Lou Williams took that. Pascal Siakam for the Toronto Raptors, he won the Most Improved Player. Luka Doncic won the Rookie of the Year over Trae Young. I think everybody deserved their awards except with Giannis. I'm not gonna say he didn't deserve it, but I just thought they were gonna pick James Harden over here. But those NBA awards last night, Giannis had an emotional speech.
I thought seen it with his mom.
Yeah, with his mom, and he's talking about his brothers. I thought that shit was nice. So shout out to those guys. What else we got here? Free agency, NBA awards. That's really all I got for sports. Like I said, next week I'm gonna talk about the free agent moves that's happening. Hopefully, a lot of shit's happening that we can talk about. I'm pretty sure it will. But so moving on, we're gonna talk about our next segment. It's pretty much a what's trending segment. So we just gonna talk about what else is going on outside of music or outside of entertainment, outside of sports. So the first thing, I was on Instagram earlier on the Shade Room, and they posted that Illinois has not today, but it was a report that they have legalized. They're gonna legalize marijuana, and that's gonna happen. I want to say, what did I say, Chuck?
Effective January?
Yeah, January 1st, 2020. Yeah. I'm going to read the report from the Shade Room. It says, Illinois has now become the 11th state to officially...
Oh, yeah, it is 11 now, including them.
Yeah, so Illinois has... Don't interrupt me, bitch. Illinois has now become the 11th state to officially legalize marijuana. The news was announced Tuesday after the state's new Democratic governor signed a bill legalizing its use. According to ABC News, the Illinois General Assembly passed a law which legalized and regulated the production of marijuana on May 31st. After the governor campaigned about it, the legalization will officially go into effect on January 1st, 2020. I'm not going to read the rest, but...
Thanks, big nose bitch. All right. I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, that's good. Ain't nothing wrong with weed. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with weed at all. People try to make it seem like it's a bad thing, and I was reading too that they're going to decriminalize people that have been arrested.
That's what I feel like. In my opinion, that's where they kind of gauge the state. So first, they don't start off just making it legal. What they do is they make steps in each state to kind of decriminalize it for your possession, or they kind of introduce medicinal purposes for it first before they take the steps to make it legal in that state. They're not just going to jump out the gate, making it legal. They're going to make certain steps first. So pretty soon, after enough states, I guess, would kind of gain ground and keep, doing this and, decriminalizing it. And what'll happen is it'll eventually get to the federal level, and they'll have to approve, if it's going to be for all of it, if it's going to be legal or illegal. Right. So eventually you get to that. Like I said, I agree with him. I don't see a point of it being illegal, so to speak, because cigarettes and stuff like that, they kill people. Yeah, they kill
alcohol and cigarettes kill people every day. Yeah, shit kills people every day. You can go to your liquor store and buy alcohol like it ain't nothing, but they gonna arrest you for weed. But I feel like the most important part the most important part was they're going to clear the cannabis-related records of nonviolent offenders. So that's the most important part about that. So,
yeah, what I was going to say is that they're twiddling their thumbs with that kind of stuff, because the type of money, the revenue that you make from that, they can't legally do anything with that money. All right. Banks can't take it. They can't do anything with that money. It serves as a liability for the bank. They can't do anything. They can't turn it into anything. Right. So if they can't use that money that they're getting from revenue that people are getting in a legal way, why push for it to be legal? Right. So they're not going to do that.
I'm finna look up the states where where weed is legal, because I don't know.
Oklahoma's one, Colorado.
Why's this nigga be wrong? Where'd you say Oklahoma, Colorado?
Oklahoma was, I think, the last state that did it.
For real? Damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying to look on my phone.
They're getting high.
But yeah, ain't nothing wrong with weed, man. It ain't never killed nobody. You know, my mom told me one time when I was little, bro. What? She fucking lied. It was we were in a pizza place, and they had a picture of Bob Marley on the wall.
Oh yeah, that's what it died from.
And I was like, Bob, how did Bob Marley die?
Yeah, he died from an infection, guys. It spread from his foot to the rest of his body, and he didn't want to get it amputated. That's why he died.
So I asked my mama how he died. She said he was smoking too much weed. That's what she said. And I believed it. I was like, fuck it. I don't remember how old it was, but I fucking believe that shit. But Ma, if you listen, you lied. And I remember that. And I know you listened too, because you're going to listen to whatever I put out. So I know you listening. But shout out, mama. Legalized recreational and medical marijuana. Washington, Oregon, Nevada, California. California? Are you serious?
What?
It's legalized in California.
Everything is legal in California, bro. They don't give
Alaska,
nothing.
Colorado, Illinois.
I think it's decriminalized in Florida too, isn't it?
Legalized medical marijuana. They have medical marijuana legalized.
But it's Oklahoma, no, Colorado.
Oklahoma's Oklahoma's not recreational.
Oh,
it's Washington, Oregon, Nevada, California, Alaska, Colorado, Illinois, Vermont, Massachusetts, and Maine. So, shout out to all those states.
And Canada, that's still legal. It's not, of course, not part of the U.S., but Canada's legal too.
Yeah, shout out all y'all states. I know y'all having fun out there, but so moving on. The next what's trending topic: Bernie Sanders, of course, the presidential candidate running. He's gonna run in 2020. Another post I saw in the Shade Room today. Let me find it. It was basically, what was it, B? We was talking
about the student debt ratio.
Yeah, so Bernie Sanders says he's gonna. This is the headline. Bernie Sanders says he has a plan to cancel all student loan debt.
What a funny guy.
So this is the post. It's a hefty claim, but presidential candidate Senator Bernie Sanders says he can erase everyone's student loan debt with his plan. So what would it take to erase 1.6 trillion in student debt? That is
trillion, guys, not billion, not million, trillion.
That is owed by
with a T.
That is owed by more than 40 billion Americans. They have 40 billion. That's great. Taxing Wall Street. So that's Bernie's plan to tax Wall Street. Bernie said his plan will entail taxing Wall Street transactions such as stock and bond trades. He said all Americans will get college education or job training they need while having all student debt forgiven. We bailed out Wall Street in 2008. It's time to tax Wall Street's greed to help the American people. Just go ahead. Tell me what you said earlier.
I mean, anybody with some sense. Maybe you probably won't even need to have sense to think that this dude is just talking nonsense. Like, what makes you think that people would agree with the people on Wall Street would agree with you? You know, taxing them and their income on stocks and all that kind of stuff. Why would they agree to that? To pay off our debt as a country? They're not gonna do that. They look at their own ends. They're not gonna want to agree with that. And people who are silly enough to believe that, no. And just to pay off student loans and investing in education. Yeah, it would be nice for people to invest into education, but that doesn't start with that starts with the person. You gotta want to do that. But that's just unrealistic. To be honest, that would never happen. Do you really sit here and expect a lawmaker or any kind of legislative branch to kind of pass that kind of stuff to have it in action? No, they're not gonna do that. That's most of those people that are kind of approve that stuff or oversee that stuff. They're the ones who have money in stocks, in bonds, in other companies. Why would they want their money taxed? That's not gonna happen. He's just talking because he wants to get elected. I mean, I don't
really know too much about politics and all that shit. But
I'm not gonna say I do either, but I mean, I'm smart enough to know. Like, come on now,
it's not gonna work.
That is not gonna work, man. You got to think of a bigger plan than that, man.
Right.
You're just saying stuff to get elected.
Right, and that goes back. I had a conversation with Brandon a couple weeks ago. I don't know if anybody's heard. I think it was last month. There was a guy. He's a billionaire. His name is Robert F. Smith. He paid the Morehouse College here in Georgia. He paid their student loan debt. It was $40 million that he paid off the whole debt for just for the 2019 class. He paid their debt off before as a gift for their graduation. So I was talking to Brandon. The 2019 class, I want to say it was like 400 people. I think I told you correct. It's about 400 people. If you divide $40 million, what's that? I gotta use my calculator. I'm not
for what? To what?
Out of 400 students, their graduating class. That's $100,000 per student in student loan debt, bro.
$100,000?
That's $100,000 for a whole graduating. Do you know how crazy that is?
That's a lot of cake, dog.
For student debt.
It's a lot of money, bro. For student debt per student.
To me, I feel like that whole shit is a scam.
Of
course, it's a scam.
And I say that from the perspective of not being ignorant. I'm not saying that you shouldn't invest in a school. I'm saying that from a perspective of a student that is going to school. A student that is going to school and I gotta pay for college. And to be honest, it's just a scam. As long as you can delay taking out loans, do it. Because that stuff will bury you if you try to start getting into it. I'm telling you.
Right.
A lot of people tell you that.
Right. So that was a pretty big. That was pretty big. Robert F. Smith. I think he had to have gone to Morehouse for him to do that. I'm not 100% sure. He probably
unless he's like invested. He has some sort of investment into that school.
He had to be, but that was a nice gesture by him. So the 2019 class, they had their whole student debt paid off. That ties into the Bernie Sanders conversation. That's why I brought it up. So that has to suck for the 2018 class. It was like, damn, we just fucking missed it, nigga, you bitch. It's like,
they're probably mad.
Even next year's class, they like,
they probably gonna be tweeting them. Pay my stuff. That's probably what they're gonna say.
I would shit, but yeah, I don't know. Brandon's in school. I'm a college dropout. I have to consider myself. I don't want to say that. That doesn't
make you any less intelligent.
I'm not saying that, but I hate to even say that college dropout. But that's what
sometimes school just isn't for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Everybody could make their money and do their own thing in a different way. It's just that if you're not working towards something, you're not doing nothing. Period.
Right, so that's all we got for the What's Trending topic. So now we're gonna get into our. We'll get to the Q&A. So we're gonna get into the Q&A. We're gonna answer 2 questions that we got emailed to us, and at the end, like I said, we'll give out the email again. So you send questions, people. We will answer your questions if they're legit. If we feel like there's something that we can talk about, if there's something that we can really deep dive into and discuss, we will answer your questions. So Brandon will read out. Which one you gonna read first? Read the
I'll read what I think we can only do for this segment. We could only kind of do 2. We had a lot more emails, but we can only pick out 2 for it. So I'm gonna read this first one here from Lisa.
And before he starts, I want to say send you don't of course we're gonna see your email address when you send it to us, but you can send it as yourself. You could put your name, because everybody's name is not in their email address, so you can send it anonymous, send it as yourself, whatever you want to do. If you want to be anonymous, that's perfectly fine. Send it as yourself, that's perfectly fine. I just want to say that, but go ahead, B.
All right, so the email says, hello, I don't want to use my real name for obvious reasons, but you guys can call me Lisa for short. I'm 24 years old. I live in Atlanta, born and raised. I was a very passionate and loving relationship for 2 years. Mm-hmm. Definitely my best relationship that I ever had. That ended early last year, due to my boyfriend having to relocate overseas for family reasons. His family's from London, and he had a very close family member get very sick and had to move to London to attend to his sick family member because there was no one else want to take care of them. He did not know how long he would be there.
She said nobody else want to take care of the family?
Of the family member.
In London.
Yeah. All right, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
Bitch. He didn't know how long he would be there, but based off how sick the family member was, he was planning to be there for a few years. As much as we wanted to try a long-distance relationship, we both saw it wouldn't work. I was heartbroken, but we kept in touch from time to time when we could. To my surprise, he is now moving back into the States in a few months. The problem now is that I recently started a new relationship. Oh shit, a new relationship 2 months ago, and I'm reading how it is. Super conflicted.
Oh, she put that?
Yeah, conflicted to try to work things back out with my ex or stay in this current relationship. My current relationship has been great so far, but it doesn't compare to what I had with my ex. My girlfriends have all told me I should work things out with my ex, but I'm not sure what to do. And it seems like my ex wants to get back together, and he wants to when he gets back to the States. But I don't know. What should I do? All right, go ahead.
This is my first time hearing this whole question. Brandon sent this to me when we first kind of got questions coming in, but I didn't read
it because we want to see what it's about.
So this is honestly my first time hearing that question. I would say read it again, but that's just too long. So pretty much, so she said that
family member got sick. The guy's family member got sick. Basically,
they overseas.
Nobody wants to take care of him. They decided a long distance relationship was not going to work.
All right.
And then they broke it off. He's about to come back to the States. She's already with somebody for 2 months. She said 2 months.
How long was she with the first guy, she said?
She said 2 years.
Oh, shit. So
and she said a passionate and loving relationship for 2 years.
Yeah, you
all right, so I'm just saying.
So what's her name?
We'll say, for instance, her name is Lisa Jones. That's probably not her real name, but you know.
She said that, right?
Yeah.
Said, oh, okay. Well, first of all, Lisa, you better hope that your ex don't hear this, because there's not too many niggas that's went to London for a sick family member and are coming back to the States. There's not too many niggas that are in that position. So
listen to us again.
So you better. No, I'm just saying you better. I'm joking, but so. All right, well, shit. What you think, B? Damn.
Nah, go ahead. You tell me. I already got it.
Leave that nigga that you with, Lisa. Go back to that old thing. That's the good thing. No, I'm joking. Oh shit, that's kind of hard, bro. Lisa, I'm gonna say this. Damn, how long did she say that he was gone?
She didn't specify.
I don't want to ask too many questions.
She
just said that.
She want me to click replies? You should take it.
She said that he was gone. You know, he didn't think he was gonna come back soon enough.
Yeah. It's still some time. She got into a relationship. It don't matter.
Nah, you can't do that. You can't leave, old dude. She said it's not the same as what it was with the first dude, but nah, that's fucked up.
I think it is some time that passed by, though, by the way that she, I don't know, context clues. I don't know, the way that she's writing. And it seemed like.
Lisa, do whatever you feel like you should do what's best in your heart. Whatever your heart tells you to do that. If you gonna leave the dude that you with now, you need to tell him the truth. Don't even lie, because that's fucked up. Don't lie to him. If you gonna leave him for another guy, honestly, karma might come back on you, because that's how life works. You do things like that, and karma comes back. Even if you feel like it was the right thing to do, you gonna be hurting this current dude that you with now. So if you gonna leave him for your ex, tell him the truth. Let him know. Don't sugarcoat nothing. Just let him know the truth, because karma will bite you in the ass. It might still bite you in the ass for leaving this nigga and breaking his heart, but That's what I feel like. I mean, you don't even know if things are gonna be the same when this dude comes back from London. And I want to know if he was even in a relationship when he was in London. Was he with somebody? Was he?
And that's the thing. That's why this dude is my brother right here, because we think the same way. You don't know. You don't know. I don't know how long. You didn't specify how long this dude has been away, but in the time that you've been apart, it don't matter for 6 months to a year. A person can grow a lot, in a bad way, in a good way. You don't know how this person is. So that person that you was in a relationship for 2 years, it could be changed. You don't know that. And so to speak, let me talk on the guy that you currently with. Yeah, you only been together for 2 months, but who say that you really know him like that? He might be the one. You don't ever know that.
All right, yeah.
And you're going off on a whim and saying, okay, let me go back to my ex because I know what we had, and you're assuming that it is going to be the same. You don't know that for sure, Lisa. You don't know that 100%. I'm not saying, say screw it and just be with this guy, because you never know. But I mean, just like P said, just do whatever you feel is best. But don't go there and go expect that okay, everything's gonna go back just how it was. You don't know how much this dude has changed or if he's changed.
Right.
And then again, you don't know if this dude here that you in a 2-month relationship with,
you ain't even been with him that long to really.
And then again, I could also make the argument that it's been 2 months. Y'all still in the dating phase. You don't completely know this dude yet. You don't know anything about him. It's only been 2 months for you to get to know him. And like Peter tell you, it takes longer than that to actually know somebody.
Yeah, it takes a long time to truly know somebody. Trust me, we have all had our experiences. I put on, of course it's different for everybody. The time limit that I put, me personally, I say 2 years. I say it takes at least 2 good years to really get to see a true person's true colors. That's because this is based off what I've been through. I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but I say it takes 2 years.
I agree with that, because you gotta, and the big thing is you gotta be friends first. Because I don't know, I think you'd be jumping the gun, at least if you went back in there expected everything to be all good. If you feel like everything was passionate and your I think if you decide, still do what P said, and I think that's a good way to go. You have to be honest with this dude and see how it's tell him, be upfront. There ain't no wrong. There ain't really nothing wrong with going back and doing that. But like I said, you could be hurt.
It really is, because she's leaving the dude.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that, but he is gonna feel bad. I mean, you kind of leaving him out here at a limb, because you never know what could be with him. Might be the one.
And if
might not be.
And if you leave your current dude and go back to the nigga from London, and things don't work out, don't try to come back to that other nigga, because he ain't gonna want you.
Yep.
Don't try to do that. Nah, Lisa, don't do that. I'm fucking with you, Lisa, but do what you feel like is best in your heart. But like I said, if you are gonna leave dude that you with right now, Let him know the truth, Lisa. That's what I gotta say.
Because either way it goes, he'll find out.
Yeah, he will find out.
One way or the other. You don't think he will, he will find out. But take it with a grain of salt. Do what you want to do.
All right, Lisa. So good luck. Shit. Let us know what happens if you can. Shit, email us again.
I'm pretty sure somebody listening, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, I wonder what happened to Lisa."
All right. So yeah, Lisa, keep in contact. Email us again. Let us know what's going on down the line. If whatever decision you decide to do, if you took our advice, just let us know what happened, Lisa.
She want email back. Yeah, you guys are responding kind of late, but we got 2 kids now.
Who?
The other guy from London.
This nigga. All right, Lisa. Thank you for sending that question, Lisa. Go ahead.
All right. The other question that we selected was. Okay, they have one from her. Let's do Brian. All right. This one's from Brian Reynolds. That sounds like a fake name, but it might. I don't know. Oh, no, he says my name is Brian, so it might be Brian.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Hey, what's up? My name is Brian. I have a question for your podcast Q&A. I'm a new dad. I have a 1-year-old daughter with my fiance that I've been with for 8 years since high school. We are planning on getting married next year. I have a situation where I could use a helpful opinion. I currently work at a job that I do like and enjoy. I have worked there for about 2 years, but the pay isn't that great. I recently got an interview through a friend at a job he was working at for several years. I was offered the position I interviewed for, and the pay is $7 more an hour than I currently make. That's a bit more. I have not fully accepted a position. I let them know I was going to need some time to think about it because the problem is the money is great, but the job required me to be out of town constantly throughout each month. I will be away from.
You said out of town?
Yeah, out of town. I will be away from my family for days, sometimes weeks. Damn. If I do decide to take the job, I will have to go to a training course next month, which will also require me to be out of town for a week. I also have friends and family saying I should go for the money. However, the job is a ton more physical than my current job. Damn, this email long as hell. Damn, Brian. I just can't get over the fact that I'll be away from my family. My friend also got me the interview. Let me know as well as in fact, damn it, Brian. Got me the interview. Let me know as well. I will in fact be away as much as they say I will. My fiance, of course, is being very supportive, saying I should take the position. What do you guys think I should do?
Damn, these some real ass questions. Yeah. And this question, the only question I saw a part of was Lisa's. I've not seen this question at all. That's a real ass question. Damn, Brian. And that shit was long. Brian, don't listen to this nigga. We appreciate the shit.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
But we appreciate the questions. But
yeah.
All right, so you start because I started on the last one. So you say what you gotta say.
Well, Brian, I mean,
I'm a new dad too, by the way, Brian. I have my son was born on Halloween of 2018, so my son, he's about to be 8 months. I just want to point that out. So I'm a new dad. But go ahead, B.
Yeah, I don't have a son. I don't have any kids yet, but maybe one day.
Yeah.
I'll cop one.
What you think Brian should do?
To be honest, if he really feel like it will put him in a place where in the future, this is what I feel like it come down to. Yeah, you really won't be able to see him like that. The hard thing is, when I think about it, I compare to your situation. If you weren't able to see your son, it would be hard on you because you're not spending as much time with him. Mm. So, but I feel like if it will be worth it as far as contributing to the future of your family, then do it. But you got to keep in mind that if you're not, I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you this, but when you're not there, when you're not working, you need to spend all the time that you can with your son. And if you're not doing it, you shouldn't be doing it, doing it for the money. Shouldn't be. I'm not trying to, say you shouldn't be doing it like, all for the money. You should be doing it so you can set in place motion for what's gonna happen in the future, whatever you want for your family, whatever you want for your kids. Not just because you want to make more money. Will the money get you where you want to be in life? That's what you need to be thinking about. And will the money temporarily kind of offset, put on hold you spending time with your son and watching him grow up a little bit? Then, for that time period, will it kind of will set into motion that bigger plan that you have? That's what I think. So that's why I think you need to consider before you take that position.
You
Don't think about the money. Yeah, your parents will say the money, yeah, and you'll try to be alright. But to keep it real with you, man, I mean, nothing will beat being a father, bro. Especially for a son. That's your man, bro.
He said he had a daughter. Man.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse. Not worse. But
I got a son, nigga.
I'm saying worse. Yeah, I was thinking about Prince, but she gonna be looking up to you, man. Especially your daughter. They tend to be closer to their fathers anyway, and she's gonna expect it.
So you think he should take the job?
With the mindset and the man, and with the mindset that it's gonna help him with his future, not because of the pay, not because his family's telling him to take it.
If it's gonna put him in the right position.
If it's gonna put him in the right position, then take it. But if you take it just for the money, then don't even do it, bro. Just you spend less time with your daughter, less time with your family, and
that's
just to make temporary money. And you're not going. And you can't. Guess what? You ain't gonna see that time back that you missing away from her.
He said it's $7 more.
$7 more. And that's a good. That's a pretty big difference. So
I want to know what the job is. I want to know what he's doing. He ain't really get all the details like that.
Sound like he said it's more physical too, which I mean, if you can handle that, do it, man. But if it's gonna require him to be out of town, unless it's a traveling position, truck driver, it might not be.
That's good. All right.
What do you think?
I'll just tell you like this, Brian. I got, like I said, I'm a new dad. My son's about to be 8 months this month. I didn't go through the same thing, but I was at a job for 4 years and I just left. I just quit that job in March. The same week my fucking dog got put down. I quit. That was a rough week. So the same week I was working at a place for 4 years because I wasn't happy. I was not happy at all. I was getting more money than the current job I'm getting paid at now, but I wasn't happy at all. So I'm gonna tell you like this: your happiness is what's most important, bro. So if you feel like you're gonna be happier than the job that you at now, where you're gonna be able to see your family and all that type of shit, which is great. I mean, of course, that's what you want. You want the way that you put into this email, you want to be with your family. If you feel like that's more important to you and that's what's gonna keep your happiness going, then you need to stay at the job that you at. Of course, I know the money is great. $7. I never had a jump like that. $7 more hours. So you can't really take. You could take my advice, but take it with a
grain of salt.
Yeah, take it with a grain of salt because that is a lot more money. But I understand how that is. A lot of dudes ain't really connected with their kids like that. A lot of dudes ain't being dads out here, bro. And I know
a lot of people put their money over take care of that child. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, I'm not a father, bro, but I'm pretty sure P will tell you, but that ain't the way it need to be, dog.
Yeah, so like I said, I left that job because I was fucking miserable there, bro. I was making good money, but I was fucking miserable there. And it's funny because the job I'm doing now is way more physical than the job I had before, and I'm getting paid less money to do that job, which is fine. I have a little more peace of mind than I did at the previous job, but it is more physical. But I feel like your happiness is most important, bro. I'm gonna say that happiness is definitely most important. So whatever you feel like is best for you, that's gonna help your happiness. If that's staying with your family, stay with your family, bro, because that's the most important thing. And that's the thing people don't understand, because even my mom was not even tripping on me. She was mad at me for leaving the job I was at because she was like, it's a comfortable job, you getting paid money, but nobody's gonna understand your happiness except you, bro. Nobody's gonna understand anything you go through except you. So whatever anybody tells you, you think about you. Don't think about what anybody else telling you. You think about you. Take your wife. Is he married? Or you say getting married?
Yeah,
take your fiance's advice. But other than that, bro, nobody else's opinion matters but yourself, bro. So,
because you're a man at the end of the day, dog. This is your decision. You gotta understand. This is.
Every man gotta make his own decisions, Brian.
That's true.
So whichever you feel like, and how long? I don't even know how long you sent this question, but I don't know if he made a decision yet by now. But whatever decision, if you did make, or whatever your decision you're gonna make, do what you feel like is best and do it based on your happiness, Brian. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all you gotta say to that too. Yeah, so that's our two Q&A questions. Thank you, Brian, and what's the other girl's name? Lisa. Thank you, Brian and Lisa, for sending those two questions, man. So those were 2 examples. We not trying to talk forever, so those are 2 examples of the questions for the Q&A that people sent. Obviously, those are great questions. I didn't think they were gonna be that long and that great, so appreciate you.
But it ain't none. It's it's cool.
Yeah, so
I'm just tripping. I'm not tripping by the time. I'm just playing around.
yeah, it's all good. So Brian, Lisa, again, appreciate it. Everybody, send your questions. Again, the email is askinsensitivepod@gmail.com. ASKNSENSITIVEPOD@gmail.com. Send your questions. We will answer as many as we can, especially on next week's episode. And I think that's all the segments, bro.
Yeah. So we gotta really talk about.
Yeah, that's all our segments. This is episode 1. Again, this is Pilot Talk. This is the first episode in Insensitive Podcast. We're going to be here for as long as we can. We're going to keep doing this shit. And if you guys made it this long, it don't even say how long we've been recording, bro. It's funny. This is my first time using this program that we're recording on.
48 minutes, I think.
You said 48 minutes, you
I would
think?
48 minutes.
I think it's been like an hour based on the time I looked at. But we don't know how long we've been talking. Don't need to say the time. But this was the first episode. If you made it this far and you still listening, we fuck with you for real. We really appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for episode 2. We're going to have that next week. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Like I said, IG name is @The_Insensitive Podcast. On Twitter, it is just Insensitive Pod, POD. Follow me at Pernell1992 on Twitter and Instagram. Brandon's was
Rodwell_BD.
And that's on Instagram. His Twitter, it'll be in the description. What else I want to say? I think that might be it.
I think you'll like the content that we drop. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's all for episode 1. Stay positive, everybody. Stay motivated. Stay inspired. I want to say RIP to Nipsey Hussle, RIP to XXXTentacion, RIP to Mac Miller. We ain't forgot about none of y'all. If anybody else did, RIP to all you dudes, man. Everybody's, like I said, everybody stay inspired, stay motivated. Tell everybody in your life that you love them, because you never know the last time you're going to see these people, man. Just spread love into the world. And that's episode 1, everybody. Like I said, we appreciate you listening. This is Brandon and, B and P, if you want to say Brandon and P. P and B, whatever the fuck you want to call us.
PB and J. We got some get some J.
But appreciate you guys listening, man. We'll see y'all next time. Thank you.